Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords with the restored content modification. Last time on KotOR 2, we freed the refugee sector from tyranny from the Exchange and the Seriko thugs, and we also dealt with the Red Eclipse, who didn't like us because we stole their parking spot. And we're going to move on to what is likely going to be the final act of Nar Shaddaa, because we've pretty much done everything we possibly can on the planet, so the game should, in theory, have no choice but to trigger the end game stuff for Nar Shaddaa. But before I do that, I do want to talk to KotOR, because I should have enough influence with him by now, so let's have a look.
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
This looks promising. It's good to hear I'm having a positive effect on you.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
And KotOR looks a little bit drugged out at the moment because he's still weak from the previous part. What about me for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
All of these options are pretty good. Had you not, millions of innocents in the Republic would have been killed. You saved them.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
You did it to save us, to protect us from death.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
You're too stubborn. There is no blood on your hands, just the blood your guilt forces you to imagine.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Yep, KotOR has a serious case of PTSD as well, by the looks of it. Learn the ways of the Force. I could teach you, but you must let go of your anger, or else it will destroy you and you will fail.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Or fall, rather, because I accidentally misread that. Then we have no time to waste. And we're going to train KotOR up into a Jedi, and what the hell is going on with the animations here? This doesn't normally happen. I think the game got confused. I imagine that's probably because KotOR was still weak, plus a combination of him holding two weapons. I don't know. It is pretty bizarre though. Way to take all the tension out of that scene. So KotOR's now a Jedi Guardian, which doesn't make sense because KotOR is originally a skill-based class with his unique tech specialist class, which is unique only to KotOR. And then he becomes a Jedi Guardian, which you can understand from the point of view of being somebody who's overly aggressive towards his past and everything. But at the same time, the Jedi Guardian class does not work well with the Tech Specialist class. And if anything, KotOR should have been a Jedi Sentinel. But unfortunately, this is the decision that Obsidian made. And regrettably, it does gimp KotOR to actually make him become a Jedi. Which is why I tried to use as many levels as possible whilst he's a Tech Specialist, because frankly that's the better class for him. I actually don't particularly think KotOR makes a good Jedi necessarily, but particularly because he can't wear robes unless if you mod the game to allow him to wear Jedi robes. But I don't know, I think KotOR should have been one of the characters that didn't become a Jedi. I think he should have just stayed as his unique tech specialist class. But enough talking about random stuff for the first few minutes, let's get back into Nar Shaddaa. I'm not going to bother with any party members because I believe the game should soon trigger a cutscene to start the end game stuff on Nar Shaddaa. So off we go. It should trigger around here, hopefully.
We just got this message on the comlink. Looks like trouble. I think this is something everyone will want to hear.
And you literally could have told me this before I left the Ebon Hawk, but whatever. I agree, we will return to the Ebon Hawk, which is only a couple of steps away. Gather them then, I will join you shortly.
The droid's the one who picked up the message. He's got it all ready to display.
Oh good, another one of these guys. And my headset's going crazy for some reason, whilst this discussion's going on. And the shadows also look a little bit glitched. I mean, look at my main character's shadow. It looks a bit messed up. Yay, I've got a job offer. Cool.
Well, good thing it's not a trap.
What are you talking about? It's obviously a trap.
Could you please lighten up for 1 second?
It may be a trap, but traps work both ways. This Visquis, his kind are spread through the lower reaches of Nar Shaddaa, and he may have information. But the choice is yours. If you go, you will have to go alone.
Where is the Jek-Jek-Tar, even though I've already been there?
It's just off the docks, near one of the far traffic pylons. He's got you at a disadvantage there, though. The place is filled with cyanogen gas. One whiff of that and it'll be the last breath you take. You'll need something to allow you to breathe there, and disguise you from the other patrons.
Well, good thing I have this spacesuit from Peragus then, or that breath mask that I could just decrypt at any other time. Yeah, that's literally a question you can ask. I might try that if it allows me to talk to Atom for ages. Mask me from the other patrons? Why?
Well, they don't like humans there. The Jek-Jek-Tar is an alien watering hole. No humans allowed.
Well, if it's cyanogen gas, I'll need to wear a spacesuit. It attacks the skin and the lungs.
You're right. Without breathing and skin protection, you'll be dead in seconds. Besides, you'll need a full bodysuit if you want to remain disguised. Like I said, a human walking around in there isn't going to get a warm reception.
I figured that from when I last went in there.
No droids either. There's a lot of electromagnetic activity in the area. Screws with comlinks and behavior cores. Don't be surprised if your auto map starts showing static either.
There's a lot of foreshadowing with what Atton's saying here. Looks like I'm off to meet the exchange then.
Well, I wouldn't keep him waiting. If you got his attention, you probably attracted the attention of someone else.
Of course I have. And this bit is really difficult now. Cutscene time? And I can't remember if this was in the original release or not. It might be restored content. Never heard of you. Oh, this is literally the same dialogue over and over again. This literally is the same dialogue over and over again. Did they not record as many Duros lines in this game? Who knows? I mean, blame the first KotOR, but still. So again, more stuff about this Goto character. I should really skip this dialogue, but I don't want to accidentally miss anything. So our party members might be screwed. Right, so now I can't get any party members at the moment, which is fine, makes sense. So we need to go all the way to the Jek-Jek-Tar and find the exchange and that random contact to talk to us. Which is simple enough, we just gotta go all the way over here. Which isn't far. Should be up here. And here's Atton. Hello.
Hey, look, I wanted to tell you. Be careful. I won't be able to contact you via the comlink if something happens. And I'm betting that Squidhead knows it.
I love how Atten does this, because like you'd think he would just be like, "Oh, I'll say this just before you go," but instead he's like, "No, I'll do it now." And for some bizarre reason, I keep hearing interference and feedback with my microphone, and I have no idea why. I'm not sure if something is kind of triggering the microphone or what, but I hope it isn't coming out too much on the recording, otherwise I'm going to be very sad. And all of these dialogue options look absolutely fine. I mean, option 4 is really brutal. If you hate Atten, that's a good option to pick. I appreciate the warning, Atten. Thanks.
Look, take these. They're healing packs. If your suit gets breached, you'll need to inject them fast if you don't want your lungs to seize up. And trust me, once the seizures start, you'll be dead.
Oh, pleasant. That's comforting. Alright, thanks.
Watch yourself, and don't be too long. I'll keep an eye out here until you return. And I know just the place.
Oh, I remember this bit. This was so difficult when I first played this game. But it's not going to start yet, we'll see that later. But essentially the game gives Atten a prominent moment.
So, you're the big Jedi that everyone's been talking about. You don't look so tough to me. I thought you Jedi were supposed to be smart, and here you are running around Nar Shaddaa sticking your lightsaber into everyone's business. What, were you planning to save everyone on this moon? You're attracting more attention than a fleet of Sith warships.
I haven't even got any lightsabers, what are you talking about? And you wouldn't believe me, but I actually jumped when that cutscene started. I don't know why, I literally forgot that was actually going to happen. I know who she is technically, but what's it to you?
I'm Mira. I'm the best bounty hunter in this system, and that's not me bragging, that's fact. I had you in my sights ever since you landed. I've been watching you run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours, you sure don't know how to keep a low profile. Look, I know that squid-head Visquis sent you a message to meet him in the Jek-Jek-Tar. He works for KotOR, and it's a trap. I'm betting he's gonna lure you in there, start a fight, and then he's gonna wrap you up and deliver you to KotOR. Dead, claiming you attacked him.
And I love how I can ask her the exact same question again, but I'm not going to do that because that's repetitive. Visquis is the only way to meet KotOR and settle this bounty.
Well, whatever your reasons are, the fact you're meeting with Visquis is what I want to talk about. If I know about it, that means everybody else on this moon knows about it, or will soon enough. And when that happens, the bounty hunter truce is off. That means things are going to get real ugly real quick.
I've been a target ever since I've entered Republic space.
I think your friends are the ones in trouble.
And I agree. And this is the most difficult bit of the game, or one of the most difficult bits.
Well, this sure beats staying on the ship. A few drinks to keep me on my toes, a few games of Pazak to keep the mind alert. Should be enough to keep me out of trouble until our fearless leader straightens things out. Give me a hit of Juma, and keep 'em coming. Well, looks like staying on the ship was a bad idea after all. That's what I love about Nar Shaddaa, the company. So, I don't think I caught your names. You two work here, or?
Yep, this isn't going to go well. I hated this bit of the game when I first played it. I expect to have trouble once again.
Yeah? What happened to your master?
Because Obsidian declared we must be on Nar Shaddaa.
No, I'm here protecting someone, keeping them out of trouble, by acting as a distraction for people looking to harm him. Because with assassins like you two running around Nar Shaddaa, I think you're another problem my friend doesn't need.
Atten knows his stuff.
Why don't you two shutters try it and we'll see what happens?
Boss
battle time. I love how nobody else in the canteen is bothering to stop this from happening. This is one of the most difficult parts of the game, especially when Atten doesn't have any weapons. Guns. I need something that's pretty good against shields. I mean, that will do, and what else can I use? Okay, this one. Right. Now, the idea with this, and we've got the breath mask still, so I can give that back to my character soon. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that will help Atten. Between the defense bonus that we've currently got, or this. Might be this. And I'm actually going to put some... Oh no, I can't put clothes on, can I? Because then I won't be able to change back. Right. Because we haven't leveled Atten up all the way, this is going to be much harder than it otherwise would normally be. Especially because we haven't talked to Atten about his past and whatever else. Anyone who's played this game will know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make a save and then we'll try our best to deal with this. So the first thing I've done is I've equipped a shield before the battle was due to begin. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and cheap this battle out as much as possible because it is very difficult. Oh, and this Hitman here and this Twi'lek, they were restored content. They weren't in the original game, as far as I remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch weapons. I might have to use swords with Atten for a short while. Yeah, let's give him a... No, that's not. That's actually got a bit of a negative stat bonus. It's going to have to be the Vibra Cutter. It's not ideal, but it will do. Right then, Atten, come on. We can do this. Oh, no, apparently we can't. Although we did some good damage there. So what I normally do... Okay, game, this isn't the time to start this. This is not the time to play this cutscene. I love how everyone just freezes in the background whilst this is going on. Oh great, now we've got 3 people attacking us. This is not ideal. This isn't meant to happen. Okay, adhesive, please. On the plus side, we are hurting them quite a bit. And let's use some plasmas. This might actually be a workable strategy. And plasma grenades are always useful. Oh, and these twins love to use med packs. Be very aware of that. Okay, don't... Oh no, this is bad. This is very bad. On the plus side, we took out the one hitman. Now, I need to heal badly. I'm going to use a life support pack here. And it didn't seem to work. Why did you not work? Have I just wasted that for no reason whatsoever? This isn't working. Why are you not working? Oh well, hopefully we can take these 2 out. I really have to cheapen this battle as much as possible. Otherwise I will die. There we go, right, come on, one more. Oh, Atten, be careful. Great, that didn't go well. And let's see if we can do this without triggering the cutscene this time. Now this is possible to beat. I have done it multiple times, it's just very annoying. But yeah, these twins love to heal themselves repeatedly, and then they also like to make this very difficult. What I used to do in the original game was hide behind one of the tables and take them out with guns slowly that way, but I don't know if that bug still works in the restored content mod. I cannot remember, but let's try anyway without that cutscene playing. I'm gonna... hopefully this works. Alright, one of them's coming to me, that'll do. We can deal with this. even though she's taken off way too much health. I need to see what's going on with this healing stuff, because it doesn't seem to be working. Okay, the advanced med packs work, so maybe the life support kits just don't want to work. And we'll keep doing this cheap method, because it seems to work. The cheap method that not everybody knows about, but some people do. Oh great, thanks for that. I can see this is going to be a long night. New strategy, run all the way here and see if I can get a grenade whilst she's stuck. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try. No, it's not. Fine. That definitely didn't work. And again. Yeah, Atten, you're a terrible shot. What's going on? Oh wow. Damn. That was some good damage, Atta. Maybe you are better with blasters. I'm not quite sure why that did as much damage as it did, but wow. Maybe I'm going to try this again. Right, Atten's good with guns. Let's keep doing that. Right, one of them is following. Excellent.
More where that came from.
Okay, Atten, I underrated how good you were with blasters. Fantastic. And now we can go back to the strategy that I was using. But yeah, this is a very difficult part of the game, so be very careful here. It sucks I do not have enough advanced med packs. And they're using too many, and I'm almost dead. Why doesn't the life... You know what? I'm actually going to level up once. Make this a bit easier on myself. Give Atten more constitution, definitely. Didn't really want to level Atten up, but that's fine. Might be worth it just for another sneak attack, to be honest.
More where that came from.
Right, one's dead. And now we can just snipe the other one off. Yep, we found a way to cheapen this battle.
More where that came from.
Thrilling entertainment right here.
Time to take you down to size.
I love how they just stand there as well, because the enemy AI doesn't quite know how to deal with it.
More where that came from.
Oh, and a funny story about my clock, if assuming this doesn't kill her. I've taken it down for recording, but I couldn't put it in my usual place where I store it when I'm recording, so I had to put it in my bag, and hopefully it's not picking it up from my bag.
Well, that's it. The bounty hunter truce is off. That means this place is gonna get real bad, real fast. I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
Sounds like a good idea, Atten. And yeah, that story I just told about the clock, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
I don't know why a Jedi would come here. There's so much noise on this moon.
Of course, it makes detecting a Jedi difficult.
But to be in a place where one drowns in the Force, why would a Jedi wish that?
A simple question, to which I ask another. Why should a Jedi want to hide?
Hey, we need to move out.
What are you talking about? What is wrong?
The truce between the bounty hunters in Nar Shaddaa is off. There's gonna be a war. A trap in the Jek-Jek-Tar is bad enough, but having 100 bounty hunters on your back is something else.
He was told to meet alone. We cannot disrupt their meeting until the alien reveals the information he has.
Look, we need to move. They're coming after us, not the exile.
If they are coming after us, then they will be after him as well. We need to go rescue him.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm guessing we're in a lot more trouble than he is.
And Atten is very correct about this. We've been on this landing pad for ages. Nope, never heard of you.
Anybody here catch that? All I understood was very.
I think he wanted us to give up the general to his poorly trained collection of bounty hunters.
Ah, well, that would explain it. Which one do you want?
I'll take the stupid one, who decided to threaten us rather than shoot us when he had the chance.
A good one, guys. Well done. Oh, Atton and Bayador's chemistry is underrated.
This is one of my safe houses. It's not too pretty to look at, but keeps away prying eyes.
Safe houses, eh? Where are you from, Mira? GTA? It certainly has its own distinctive smell.
Yeah, well, it's one of those trade-offs. All the freighter exhaust from the docks, you know. Some aliens actually like breathing it, if you can believe it.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So why did you bring me here? Because the smell doesn't seem to bother you much.
You could say I've gotten used to it. This is actually perfume compared to how the rest of the docks smell.
So why did you bring me here?
You know, Visquis is arranging a trap for you in the Jekjektar. No surprise there. Thing is, he intends to cut the bounty hunters out of the loop and deliver you to KotOR personally. Not smart from where I'm standing.
Why? I still need to meet with KotOR. And what are you going to do about it?
Well, for one thing, you're going to stay here, and I'm going to meet with Visquis instead.
That's some imagination you've got.
Actually, you really don't have much choice. That smell you noticed when you came in? Yeah, it's filtering through your lungs right now. Anybody without olfactory blockers, like I have, is going to start feeling dizzy and eventually fall unconscious. Good night, Jedi. Let me just take that environment suit, and I'll be back soon.
But there's no evidence of the environment suit anywhere, and I love how after that cutscene plays, the Jedi XL starts getting back up again because of the way the engine's programmed. It's quite funny. There's Mira in our environment suit. And now we get to see what's in the private lounge, which we couldn't go to last time. Right then, and we can level Mira up, but I'm going to leave that for now, because we're not actually doing anything with her for quite a while. And there's a random Gand in this corridor, and apparently we can go through doors with this. I imagine that's just to make the game easier, and to make it easier to control the character whilst they're doing this. But whatever, apparently that door has collision, so does this one, so who knows, maybe Obsidian just didn't quite catch that one of their doors didn't have collision detection on it. Anyway, we're at the private lounge now, so let's see what Visquis has to say. Yes, this is the human part of the bar. Hello. Oh, Hanhar's annoyed.
Good eyes, Hanhar. No wonder you're still number 2 on Nar Shaddaa.
Burn. Well, she's ginger and my character's not, so... Oh, and also I've got a beard, Mira hasn't.
Yeah, and maybe you'd like to explain why you've decided to backstab KotOR and claim the Jedi for yourself.
I love how this part of the game fleshes out the sort of Star Wars mafia side of things. Smart, in a way.
You signed on with Boga the Hutt? Visquis, you're dumber than I thought. There's no way KotOR won't find out.
Okay, I apologise. Apparently it's a stupid idea when I thought it was smart. Fine. I'm sure the game is more correct than me. And the reason I'm not skipping dialogue again is just in case I skip any actual dialogue from humans.
Yeah, right. I'm not telling you where the Jedi is. It's my bounty, and that means he's under my protection.
I really like Mira. I mean, she's one of my favourite characters in this game, but I actually think she's got a lot of personality. And that, if you listen to her backstory, it's really interesting. Same with Hanha if you decide to get him as a party member instead. Yes, the plot often demands it as well. So we should be back with our main character now.
I know you can hear me. The numbness you feel should be wearing off soon, but not before we've spoken. When I first heard you were on Nar Shaddaa, I didn't quite believe it. I didn't think anyone could track me here, but I see I underestimated you. I've watched you as you have traveled the refugee sector. I've seen what you have done, what I refused to do. Even exiled, you are more a Jedi than I. If anything, know that your actions have convinced me I can stand by and watch no longer while the exchange closes its grip on this sector. I know a young woman went to meet with Visquis in your place. He will not negotiate with her. He will kill her. I intend to rescue her. I will return shortly, or not at all. If you have come to this moon for answers, or for revenge, then you will follow me. For if I fail, then you will be denied both.
Bit odd how a former Jedi Master has decided to just talk to our mostly unconscious self, but whatever. So that's Zez Kayal, the Jedi we've been looking for on Nar Shaddaa, and he's actually my favourite of the Jedi Masters in this game, because I really like his character. I like how he behaves in terms of the other Jedi Masters. I think he's the least irritating of the lot, even though he is arguably the most pathetic one. And I just like the character in general. And as I've said in a previous part, he's very similar to Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi, except KotOR 2 was released 13 years before The Last Jedi, so in actuality The Last Jedi was influenced heavily by certain themes this game had to offer. But we'll talk more about that again, even though I've already talked about it in the next part, because I'm not going to finish here, but the end game in Nar Shaddaa is incredibly long, especially with the restore content mod installed. So we're going to play this in different stages. I'm going to play up to a certain point, and then I'm going to stop, and then we'll carry on with the next bit some other time, and then we've got another bit to do. You know, it could take a while. But let's go in the bar, see what's happening. And there we are. I should put the breath mask back on. Although here's another reason why I have problems with this part of the game, as in why I disagree with why Obsidian let you come in here super early. Okay, this bit makes sense. So we're supposedly getting poisoned by all of this, but then we'll get saved in the nick of time by convenient plot writing. There's Kreia.
Listen to me. Clear your thoughts.
As opposed to clean my thoughts. That's fine. I'm being immature. Kreia, send someone.
Still you're breathing. Let the trace amounts of air in your lungs hold you. The Force can sustain you. Listen to it. Let it keep you alive until you reach safety.
Yay, blue ball! So we've learnt a new force power, breathe control, or breath control I should say. This would be a fine force power if breath masks didn't exist. Because breath masks exist, this power is completely and utterly pointless, especially after this part of the game. There's literally no reason to have this power. And this isn't the only power guilty of this. There is another power later on in the game that we'll also get, which is incredibly pointless. But there we go, we've got a new force power.
It is an old technique similar to the healing trance. Some Jedi can hold their breath for hours, even days.
And now we have a massive combat section, which Nar Shaddaa gets very obsessed with for the last few phases of it. Which is funny because I don't even have a blade. I have guns. And we get alive about breath control. And yeah, I'm going to make a save. So we're going to put a shield on, and I'm going to put the breath mask on because that power is useless. And let's put a whole bunch of force powers on and see how we do. Because we're going to make ourselves very much boosted. And let's put foresight on just for the hell of it. So apparently everyone here is pretty much neutral. This might go fairly well, but I know it is possible to die here because sometimes the enemies can overwhelm you at times. Particularly if they do significant amounts of damage like that. This would be quicker if I had Force Storm, but we're a gunslinger, so we want to do this in the gunslinger way. And we're so good, we don't even want to take cover. And I think the wall's helping defend him, so let's try that again. No, apparently that guy's just somehow immune. What is going on with this guy? This guy's way too tanky. Right, okay. Let's try this again. I'm taking way too much damage. Oh great. I knew that would happen. So basically I need to put shields on and loads of boosts on straight away once they go. And it's a shame that they don't last as long as they do. Even the bartender attacks us, that's quite funny. Imagine if that happened in real life, the bartender just starts on you. And we need to switch back to the breath mask, I forgot to do that. I have no shield, that is a problem. But fortunately, once you got a shield on, they can't really hurt you until then. Oh, come on. Right, heal quick. This is going to be utterly painful. And let's equip some force powers again. Well, I say equip. Let's reset some force powers. Okay, let's focus on the side. And we've lost our shield. I will put that back on in a moment. As long as we don't... Oh, we are losing quite a bit of health. Oh, we got more people starting on us. I thought these guys were meant to be in the next room. Right, I need to conserve force powers apparently. At least the microphone interference doesn't seem to be happening now. And why is this gun tanky? Right, heal, shield. This is not going as easily as I would have hoped. Okay, shield on again. Oh, these people are so tanky. And the shield's gone. Really? Right, let's put a different one on. Yeah, let's just put this on. Especially as he's got a sword. Oh dear, okay. Oh, there's loads of them. Why are the shields getting destroyed so quickly? Come on. And this is also a problem. These guys should not be as tanky as they are. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with that shield. Fine, we'll switch to this and hope we don't die. Oh, for God's sake. Can I stealth field generator it all the way to the end? This is how desperate I'm getting now. No, apparently not. Okay, fine. This is definitely going to take a while, so I'm probably going to speed this up. Okay, this guy is definitely glitched. What the hell's going on? Why is he immune? Apparently every other person in here is just immune to damage. What is going on? Yeah, some of these guys seem to be immune to blaster fire, and it's really irritating. I'm not sure why, because this never happens normally with a lightsaber or anything. Okay, good, you've got your gun out. Looks like I'm going to have to grenade you guys to death. Oh, apparently a plasma grenade is too weak, apparently. Fine, we're going to leave you alone, because that's just really stupid. I mean, let's give it one more try. No, fine, okay. Oops. This isn't the right road, but how many people are in here? Please get taken out. I don't want any invincible people again. I need the experience points. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Thank you. Please don't punch me to death. Oh god, the door shut on me. Right, let's go the other way for a bit. Okay, so I've done this a couple of times and I keep dying because for some bizarre reason all the enemies here, or you know, not all of them, but some of them are just impossible to damage in any way whatsoever with blasters. Literally, you shoot at them and nothing happens. Like, they don't lose any health, they don't take any damage, and they're just essentially invulnerable. And it's only certain enemies. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to run through all of this area and just not bother with any combat until just before the very end, so I can get a few kills in, you know, just to make it look a bit more real. But I don't remember it being so glitched up. I don't know what the hell's happened, but it's very odd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this room entirely. I'm not going to bother with anybody here. And I'm just going to skip all the way to where I need to go, or just before where I need to go. And then I'm going to take out whoever's followed me left. Okay, so there's some dialogue here between Han-Ha and Viscris. And yes, I'm skipping this dialogue because I can. Okay, so we're very close. Let's just open this door. And then what I'll do here, because the GAN don't seem to have this problem, I will just take them out repeatedly with full screen. Because full screen is very useful for this. And then take out whoever's left, because that seems to work quite well. This part of the game seems to be broken, more so than usual. I'm not sure if that's a mod conflict or if it's a problem with my build or what, but it's very odd. Anyway, let's just move on. Apparently somebody still wants to pick a fight with me. Well, let's just kill him. And let's talk to some of these people here once the combat music stops. Because apparently Viscris and Han-Ha didn't want to meet up with me. And yes, I forgot to put the breath mask back on when I reloaded, so let's do that. Even though this room's not poisonous, it will be poisonous again soon. That's where we need to go, but let's talk to some people here. Calm down, I mean you no harm. Where is Viscris? Anything else I should know about his private chambers, traps, defences? So some UBs survived the Republic Purge. Up to me to finish the job. Have you seen a red-haired girl? Leather, lots of attitude. It's a nice line of dialogue, actually. Get to safety. I'll handle your master. So we get light side points for that, and I think we can do that with a few more. Oh, no, maybe not. And there's nothing else here. So let's open this door, see what happens. And I've learnt my lesson now. I'm not going to skip the dialogue between Viscris and Hanhar. Well, why weren't they hunting us down the entire time? That would have made more sense than Sith assassins and bounty hunters. I think Hanhar's right. And there's the interference that Atton said would happen, because if you look at the map now, it's completely messed up. How are we going to deal with this? And what is Hanhar's gift? What's he going to receive from Viscris? We'll find out next time, because this has been, for me, quite a long recording session because of the buggy nature of the combat sequences in the Jek-Jek-Tar, which for some bizarre reason have been playing up tonight. And I was hoping to record the next phase in this part, but because of the stress I had with those fights beforehand, I can't be bothered right now. So we'll deal with it next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.